Today we're gonna look at this knife in this box here. This is Artisan Cutlery, brought to me by Smoky Mountain Knife Works, SMKW.com. Thank you so much to them. I'll give you a quick peek before we do the intro. Oh, that's not any fun in the peek. So this is the copper covered Artisan Corsair. Let's get into this. Okay, so we know who sent this to us. I'm gonna get this off of here. I'm gonna leave one out. Maybe which one? I'll leave this one and this one out so you don't forget who brought this to me. I want to keep saying thank you to Smoky Mountain just for being awesome all the time. Okay, let's get into this knife. Now, this is the Artisan Cutlery. You know, it's got the Artisan red and white bag or box. Here's the knife, which is secondary right now. You got the cool velvet bag. Little card telling you what you got there. Oh, this is the bronze one. How did I say copper? I don't know. So, it all looks the same to me. I don't have my old man glasses. Let me get those on here. Check that out. Alright, so this is the bronze, which is super. That's not bronze. There's no way that's bronze. Is like the brass is. Is that bronze? It is bronze. It looks copper to me. Alright, no more mushrooms at night. I mean, no more sleeping late. Here we go. So this is the bronze Corsair. Man, I thought it was copper. I was wondering why it wasn't changing colors on me. It is changing colors on me. Just hold on a second. I know I got something bronze around here. Where's my bronze? Is this one copper too? Or am I thinking brass? Oh, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking brass. Yes! Thank you, SMKW. One of my favorite knives ever. This was so awesome. This knife. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked here. Alright, so I think I've settled on the box telling me it's bronze. So, this is the bronze. Man, it looks coppery to me. I gotta find something copper, guys. So this is making me nuts. This is brass. That's the brass proponent. Where is my copper stuff? I know I got a copper something around here. More brass. Oh, that's pretty. All right. Let's keep going here. Looking for bronze. Alright, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go with it. I don't know what the difference is, apparently. Let me type it in. Alright, it's bronze. I'm very sorry. So let's start this all over again. Okay, so I want to thank Smoky Mountain Knife Works for bringing me the bronze, which I said was copper, and spent the last 5 minutes that you guys don't know about making sure it wasn't copper. So this is bronze. Trust your box, folks. This is the bronze Corsair. And now I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not super excited about it, and I don't know why. But let's get into the knife first. I just don't understand. I kind of get it, but I don't get it. And I feel like they shortened the blade, like it could have come down here all the way. And even though I like that forward choil, your finger here with a longer blade seems to make just as much sense. I don't know. Let's get into this real fast. Check it out. 1, 2, like 2.5 inches of that blade. Now it comes all the way back down here, so they're probably going to count that as part of the blade. So you're getting 3 inches of D2, but you know, a 1/2 inch of that is where you're just going to stick your finger. I like this kind of action here. I like that, but I don't know if an extra 1/2 inch of blade would have been nice on that. I don't know. And usually, well, let's just keep going. All right, so we got, not counting the ring here, 1, 2, 3, about 4 inches of this broad handle And then you got this little clip-on ring back here, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. So check that out. Have a look-see there. Have a look-see there. Have a spin around, look-see there. Have a flip around with an upside down. Okay, so we're done with that. You got the little bronze ring around the pivot. I like that. You got the very controversial insignia there. You have left, right pocket clips, so that's cool. And of course, for everybody that's left-handed, you should be able to close the right-handed knives by now. It's to really open up your life. And you know what I'm saying. Okay, so let me see here. Let's check out the pocket clips real quick with our make-believe rag pocket. Oh, this looks worse than it is, folks. That's just the old shoe polish rack, but it's clean. I don't know what you'd think that was, because that's some really weird colors for what you're thinking. All right, so it goes on really easily. It clips on nicely. Let's see if it's going to hold during a upside down push-up contest. It is holding pretty good. And then let's say you got to take this out at the store and stab a watermelon. You don't know. This happened to me. So you pull that out. It's not a problem. So the clip is nice. The clip is nice. Both sides, left to right. Excellent action on the ceramic bearings. Just really, really cool. For one, I just can't, you know, I like knives with longer handles than blades. I like that. And but I think what they've done here is it's not a knife with a longer handle and on a blade. So it's not like, here, I brought this one out. I love this knife. I love the DPX Heat. The handle's like 1, 2, 3, 3.5 inches, and the blade's like 1, 2.5 inches. So I like that ratio. But see, what they're kind of cheating here is they're not really giving you that shorter blade. They're just cutting your blade off. So let's say the blade was here and then you had no choil. That would be cooler to me than this. I think that's what's messing with my brain. And it doesn't take away from the usefulness or anything like that. It's just what's in my head. So that's what's messing with me. But here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. It's going to redeem itself. Is this ring here. Now when I first got this, I couldn't figure, I was like, what in the world? That doesn't make any sense to me. Started reading the description on the line, and what they're talking about is this like clips onto something. So it's like if you got like a D-ring on your super outdoorsy pack or whatever, whether those vests they wear, then you could thwack that thing on there and then you'd be good to go. What you want to know though, is this thing going to hold up to your outdoorsy stuff? I don't know what you're going to do with this knife. See, with this knife, you could do a lot of stuff. You could get in there and get some good feather sticking done. You got some good leverage on that handle. And I'm not sure you have that same kind of leverage here. And I'm not sure what kind of stuff this will hold on to. So I'm thinking about just sitting here cutting for a little bit. Maybe do a little whittling on some wood or something just to see. Oh, what is that? I got a spider bite. Not a spider bite, maybe a monkey bite. I don't know. Anyways, stay on target. We need more energy drinks. We're going to just do a little bit of cutting with this. I just want to see how it feels in hand, comfort-wise, and I kind of like it. It kind of makes a little bit of sense to me. But, and the more I handle it, of course, it's growing on me a little bit. I'm not totally sold on this being a shorter blade for no reason other than that, because like I showed you over here, you can get all the way up here and basically have the same thing, and you got more leverage and a more powerful position. Oh, did I just cut myself? Just about. So you got to be careful getting your finger on that choil, especially if you get chunky fingers. So here we go. You're gonna be like, I just don't know. We're gonna find out here in a second. We're gonna try both of these. I'm gonna kind of get the different feel on some really leveraged positions. I want to like this knife. I want to find it useful. So we're going to try this right quick, and then we'll kind of clean it up or kind of bring it all back around together into the center. All right, hold on one second. All right, so what we got here is my testing 2x4 here. what I'm going to do is just sit here and kind of get some different positions on each of these. It's going to be tough to beat this knife. I'm not expecting it to beat that leverage on the heat here. But see, on the heat, you can just kind of power through these things with that leverage you get on that shorter blade with more handle there, if that makes sense. So I'm barely pushing on this thing, but if I had to, I could really push through that because of the leverage that full handle gives me. See, I can just get there, and I'm wondering what's going to happen with this. Get you one of these. I love this knife. That's a side note. All right, now let's see what we can do with the Corsair. See, the Corsair, because of where that blade is, doesn't feel as good. It's pushing me back too much, and I'm not getting enough leverage back here. See how this thing fills up your hand a little bit more? I think this is a little bit thicker. I don't know. So now if we get up here, now that makes a little more sense. See right there. All right, now see, that's making some more sense. So you can get that on there, have that on there, and do a little whittling with this thing. Now from that position, the knife makes a lot more sense. But see, it's starting to hurt a little bit. I need a little jimping here. I want to be able to just all the way through that. For some really intricate stuff, if you're going to use this like as a whittler or something, I guess that would make sense. If you had this on your... Alright, let's try this again. I'm running out of space on my memory card there. Alright, so yesterday when I did that, I missed something excellent. Leave me a comment down there and I'll tell you what the excellent thing y'all missed was. Alright, I'll keep going here. So from this position, I like it a lot more. It's just, man, you're just really, if you're trying to do anything really, you're kind of jamming up into this thing. I think if I could get on here, right here, on this knife, a little bit more, then it would make more sense. So maybe it's not as hard, you know, you're not going to do a thing, but maybe you're a good whittler or something. You get in on this and whittle on it. I think some of y'all are going to love this knife. Maybe if you had smaller fingers to get your finger in that choil a little bit better. Maybe if you could close your hand a little bit better on this, it'd be a little bit easier. The knife is really cool. It's just, I'm having a hard time identifying what I would use. Oh, how about Spider Killer? Oh, now we found a use. Death. This knife has blood on its hands. All right, let's keep going. So while I'm here, I'm just going to... Maybe we should test that tip a little bit. What do you think? It is hard weathered 2x4 because we have nothing better to do. Like to test D2 steel. Do we bend it up? No. Not even a little bit. Alright, so before I break this knife, I don't think I'm going to break it. It's pretty well built. Let's see. There we go. I don't want to chop on it. I think it would be kind of cool to pull out. It's kind of heavy for like slacks, so pulling out of church, maybe if you wore your jeans to Wednesday night service, this would be a cool knife. It's kind of cool to look at, and it's really neat. I mean, that action is amazing. Ceramic bearings, of course, just shuts, no problem. I'm just not sold on it. I'm just not sold, especially with this ring back here. Think about that without the ring. I think it would make a lot more sense without the ring too. Maybe you could take that out. I wonder if you can take that out, King. Yeah, I think you could take that out. Take that ring out. Then you got a kind of a cooler looking knife. It's not an extra, what is it, ½ inch? No, that's an extra, yeah, over ½ inch. Almost 3/4 of an inch there. Here's the deal. 50 bucks, D2 steel. Got your bronze hardware, left, right, compatible clip. Get rid of the clip. I mean, get rid of the clip-on ring here. I'm not sure it makes sense on this knife. And it's kind of a cool looking knife. The name is really cool, of course. Corsair, it's hard to beat that. It does a little bit of work here. If you're going to use it for, I don't know, maybe cutting up your zucchini. You're out in the woods, you find some wild zucchinis, and you got to chop them up or skin them or whatever. Skin some wild cucumbers. It will work. But I'm just kind of not super excited about it. However, that doesn't mean you won't be excited about it. It's got good materials. It's great lockup. I mean, the bearings are awesome. Not a problem here. Just all over the place. I'm all over the place without any kind of issues or anything like that. And it held up nicely on the 2x4. It was just a little bit uncomfortable when you got into a more powerful position. Let me know down there what I'm missing about this knife. What this knife should be. What is this knife? What is not a hard work knife? This is a hard work knife. This is a knife you can take to work and just go through boxes and, whittle or just did some feather sticking. It's got a lot of good leverage on it. And this knife is confusing me as far as why. But doesn't mean you won't like it. I really want to thank SMKW.com for letting me have a look at it. And I apologize for not being like about it. But I'm just kind of like about it. So, again, let me know what you think down there. Do you have this knife? Am I totally off? Is it because of this? Is it because of my, let's see. Jeez, that's embarrassing. All right, so this is basically a 1-inch square finger. Is it because of that not being able to get in there? Is that the reason? So let me know down in the comments what I'm missing or if you agree with me. And thank you so much, SMKW. Awesome folks over there. Do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, come back here, hit the bell so you're notified. Words are hard. You're notified when I'm coming on. And then check out the rest of my videos. And I'll talk to you later.